And to the people who are always like, why don't you hang out with anybody else but your husband? Don't you have other friends? You seem obsessed. It's because I am. I'm confused. Like, for starters, yes, I have other friends, but that's the bestie. Like, we be hee-hee and ha-ha all day. I'm confused. We are hilarious. Why would I not want to spend most of my time with my husband? Why would you not want that? And then on top of that, let me say this. Let's go back to 2020. In 2020, I moved from Georgia to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That's about a 5-hour, 6-hour drive, right? And while there, I was 2 hours away from my husband, but boyfriend at the time. So I was in the city by myself. And I'm out here studying to go to law school because I was like, I'm going to go to Wake Forest. So I'm studying for the LSAT to get into law school. And I decided I need to get a job in the meantime, right? Because I got bills to pay. I got a whole studio apartment downtown. So I start working at a multi-billion-dollar company. And while there, I worked in their warehouse and I had a 30-pound package fall on my foot. And it jacked me all the way up. So they sent me to their doctor who put me in a boot and said I needed to be out of work for like 3 months. And since they were like, it came from our doctor, we sent you there. You don't have to pay for the medical bills and we'll continue to pay you while you're out because it wasn't your fault. Okay? Shocker. They did not pay me while I was out and they did not want to pay the medical bills. I had them people hitting me up. They were hunting me down to pay that bill. I'm sitting here like, no, that's not my responsibility. I'm confused. Like, what happened? What happened to the nice people that were helping me? No, they disappeared really quickly. So I fell into a deep depression. I was spiraling, okay? Especially being by myself. Like, I did not know what to do and I was blowing through my savings at that point in time. And this man was the main person always calling me, encouraging me, pouring into me, even when I didn't even want to pray. He's like, we got to pray. God got you. He got a plan. There's a reason for everything. Like, he was such a light during that time period. Not to mention he had just lost his grandmother and aunt back to back at the same time. And he was still going above and beyond, which I was trying to be there and supportive to him as well. But oh my gosh, like, I love this man. And then I ended up finding a job while I was waiting to go back to the one that I left because they were about to help me pay for college and everything. So I wasn't leaving them even though they did me dirty. But in that job, they were only willing to pay me $10 an hour. I'm like, what bills were that paying? I was still having to dip into my savings to pay my bills, but they promised promotions and raises that they eventually said, you know what, we changed our mind. So then I started putting in job applications at different places. I fell into the company that I'm in now. And at that point, I told my husband, I was like, I don't think I want to go to law school anymore. I think I want to turn what I'm in into a career because it opens up so many doors for opportunities. And I think I can be really good at this. And this man was my number one supporter in that. He was like, I believe in you. You got this. Not to mention, this is also the same person who encouraged me to get on social media, which has opened up so many other doors and opportunities for me, which is completely and utterly amazing. Like, when I tell you this man has been in my corner, has been a main supporter, has always been a light and a joy in my life. Yes, I'm obsessed with this man. Yes, I want to spend more time with him than anybody else. Like, why wouldn't I? I love this man. And on top of that, he's fine and funny. Like, I don't understand these questions.
Now, this is a situation where she obviously found a good dude. And here's the thing. If your wife or your girl hangs out with her friends more than you, that's a problem. That's a major problem. A woman should want to hang out with her husband or her boyfriend all the time over her friends. But nevertheless, it has to be balanced, right? Because if you're in a situation where your girl don't have any friends and she's up under you 24/7, as a man, at some point you might want to breathe. Like, you might want to get some you time in, but it has to be balanced, right? Understand that. But nevertheless, your wife or your girl shouldn't be hanging out with her friends more than you. She shouldn't even want to. And that's what you got to pay attention to. It's an action, right? If a woman wants to hang out with her friends more than you, that's a red flag, bro. That is a red flag. So keep that in mind, fellas.
I seen a quote. It said that if you had to build a infidelity machine, social media would be the best thing that you could get to. Do you think that social media is influencing a lot of divorce rates in today's society?
100%. A lot of that has to do with accessibility. Back in the day, there was no social media. At most, you had, for the throwback, you had MSN Messenger, you had AIM. Now you have this society with instant gratification where you see a photo, there's a thirst trap or something, and someone's sliding in a DM. We're also in this era where everything's a screenshot. I think that the availability of people and being able to just be that close, it's a very slippery slope. We see the screenshot.
That can be used as evidence.
Absolutely. I tell people all the time, don't post anything on social media that you don't want read in a courtroom. It's cool until that's an exhibit.
What is your advice to see your way through?
And the horse says, can you see your next step? And the boy says, yeah. And the horse says, then just take that.
Wow.
And it hit me.
Yeah.
All of the time, we look at the goal, we look at the future, we look at the end game, we look at how long a journey it is, and we feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Instead of that, just go, right, I'm not going to worry about that, because that will come. With each step, you will get closer to that. So I don't need to worry about how far away it is. What I need to focus on right now, all I need to focus on right now is my next step.
Ladies, what's going on? Okay, if you're easily offended, please scroll past this video. This video is not for the weak. It's really not for the weak, because I have a question. I haven't really been scrolling on here lately, but I decided to scroll down here, and I actually saw this video last night, but I've seen 2 more videos today. And is dating really getting that bad? Like, is it getting that bad? Is it getting that hard that we're taking advice from people just because they have a mouth? At one point, you took relationship advice from somebody's relationship or marriage you wanted. But then again, I don't know everybody's goals, right? All right, no shade. I swear this is not shade. But I feel like the women who are giving out their game cards, they need to keep. And the women who are not giving out their game cards need to give it out. No shade. So I follow 3 girls, right? 3 girls on here who are living it up. One girl's husband literally this was last Super Bowl. He bought her a private jet and flew her friends out to the Super Bowl, everything paid. I need your game card. Another girl, husbands just bought her a bench truck for her 25th birthday. I need your game card. Another girl I follow, her husband just built her a brand new walk-in closet, and every month he puts a new Chanel in it in a different color. I need your game card. None of these women give advice. None of them give out dating advice. They just live their life. But the women who are giving out dating advice, I just saw 2 videos. And this is no shade, but one girl is giving out dating advice. She's not married, single, and has a GoFundMe in her bio, giving out dating advice. And there's no shade, but sis, you don't need to be giving nobody advice on nothing regarding a man. It's another girl on here who's single, has been single for 5 years, can't find a man, and also giving out dating advice, and people are paying her for it. In what world are you paying single women who can't get a man, who has not been with a man in the last 5 years, for their advice? What they're giving out clearly isn't working for them. Why would you want their game card? No shade. It's just what is dating getting that bad that you're taking dating advice from anybody who's willing to give it?
It's over for you thoughts. It's over. It ain't that time. It's over for y'all. The other thoughts made it bad for you.
Women who are making money, they're not going to tell you about the fact that they're crying at home and they wish they had a man. They sharing somebody else's man because that's what makes them feel good at night, because they can't get one of their own because of their work schedule, because they put their life and throw their life into their work and they're actually miserable. So they settle for the sneaky Lincoln. They're not going to tell you that. When they sell you the lifestyle and the dreams, they're not going to tell you that. A lot of these women try to act, I'm just waiting for this because I make this, and if this man doesn't come to me with this amount in his bank account, then he can't even look at me. And then they just keep getting older, keep accumulating bodies. Some men are with a woman who makes more than them, and actually he's settling. You ever thought about that? Because you might have finance and an education, but what else do you have? Do you have good morals? Do you have good principles? Do you have good standards? Are you clean? Can you cook? Are you a good role model that maybe his daughter can grow up to be one day? Are you? Or are you only good at making money?
What do you hate most about your ex?
She left me for no reason. Real shit. She was with a black dude the next day.
So there was a reason.
Damn, thinking about it now, yeah. That was the reason, man.
Do you know this guy?
No, he was a street dude, for real though. So I didn't even really get close to that, I didn't even want to know, because,
She left you for the streets?
Like, literally, bro, real shit.
Hey!
Shout out to
Add me on Instagram. Thank you very much.
Why? Disrespectful people, you know.
How did you like find out that she was with another dude the next day?
I saw a post from my boy, and they were together. Not my boy, but like one of my friends posted it, and I saw that shit. I was like, damn, already? Like, it wasn't even a day, really. So
That's wild. How'd that make you feel?
I wasn't even really sad, man. I was just, you know, on to the next.
How long were you two together?
A good 8 months.
And did you like really like with her, or was it like?
To be honest, my ex was back in 8th grade. I ain't even had a girl since. So not really. I ain't never even, you know.
Nah, the 8th grade is crazy. But here's the thing, man. Some men never get over a heartbreak. That's just the reality. Usually, most men learn from their mistakes. So if a chick breaks your heart, you might never trust a woman again. That's just the reality, right? But fellas, a woman never leaves you for no reason. It's always a reason. The guy that she moved on with, she didn't just met that guy. She been cheating on you with that guy. And when she felt it was safe to move on, she dropped you like a bad habit. And that's just the reality of women. And this happened to him when he was in the 8th grade. See what I'm saying? So the reality is this, man. As a man, protect your peace, protect your energy, and make sure you heal. And going forward, if you're wise, you will be careful who you open up to. But you can't be mad at this dude, man. He's keeping it real. You see what I'm saying? It's just the nature of women, dog. And karma is real. I'm pretty sure the chick who cheated on him, the dude that she moved on with, he probably played her at the end. That's how life works. Alright, but fellas, one thing as a man you need to do is focus on yourself. And if that means you will be single for a long time, that's what you need to do in order to heal and in order to find peace. Do what you gotta do, alright? That's just the bottom line.